think. Oh, hi. Good morning. Thanks for having me here again. And we know that this year is the 2026 is the year of the horse. And for the horse, we always related to success, to achievement with the horse. So horse means quick and success and achievement. So 2026 is a year for achievement, a year for success, a year for doing something great. But we need to understand that this year of the horse, there will be something special. What's the special? We know that this year we call the year of the fire horse. The fire is so strong, and you can see that we use the heavenly stems, and then the earthly branches to describe. Actually, there's 10 different heavenly stems, and then 12 different earthly branches together. So there's a 60 combination. So every 60 years we have a cycle for that one. And this fire horse is the strongest fire. So every 60 years we have this fire horse with a 5 element, with the fire, with the earth, with the metal, with the water, with the wood, and fire is the strongest one in terms of the horse. So every 60 years we have that kind of the combination. So this is for 2026, and you can see that for 2027 is we call the year of the fire goat. So we have a 2 year which is strong in fire. And in this fire year, in the Feng Shui terminology, we have something special. We call the crimson horse and red ghost calamity. So by these terms, you know that, hey, 2026 and 2027 is quite different from other year. And you can see that there will be lots of change, ups and downs, challenging, natural disaster, which is not really stable. And also we know that the fire is so strong in these 2 years. And okay, this book is a really traditional, prediction book. It's from the Song Dynasty, and every single year there's some we call the annual divination. So every single year there's a forecast for the year. So for 2026, the forecast for this year is sky fire. So there's we call the quadrant. So we can see that the top one is the sky. And then that one is belong to the authority, the leader, the president, the people in charge. And then that one is belong to the metal element. And then the bottom is the fire. The fire is against the metal, will melt the metal down. And you can also interpret in this way. The sky, which is the authority, which means the people in charge, the president, the leadership, the chairman, something like that. And then the fire is the angry from the people, is burning all the way up. So there's some like a disobey the order, rebel, or revolution may happen in this year by this annual forecast. And we can also know that the fire is also strong in this forecast. The fire is from the bottom, burning all the way up. So here, this is fire. And then we know that 2026 and 2027 is also fire. And this forecast is also fire. And right now we're here in the Feng Shui terminology. We are in this number 9 in charge period. This period starts from 2024 all the way up to 2044. So in this 20 years, it belongs to the number 9. And then the number 9 is belong to the south. It is also belong to the fire element. So it's also fire. So you can see that everything is a fire. I'm not sure whether you still remember what happened last year for January, with like a Palos fire, Eaton fire, Altadena fire, that kind of a fire issue. In this year, maybe we also have that like a fire, like a hazard fire, and dangerous to our property because of the strong fire. So we need to pay more attention for the fire. Make sure that you have enough protection, insurance to cover all those like a fire hazard. So fire is strong. So in terms of the fire on the earth will be the fire, the wildfire, the mountain fire. If the fire is on the human side, we can see that virus, sickness, health issue is also a different type of a fire. That one is like dangerous fire. The virus spread all over the community. So in this year, we also need to pay attention for the health concern that may like threatening to our community. And also, if the fire is underground, we can see that there's some earthquake, volcano issue may happen to this year. If the fire on the sky, which is the missile, the war, so war concern is also a concern for us in 2026 and 2027. Okay, when the fire on market, we also need to pay extra attention. So when the fire on the financial market, so since the financial market is belong to the metal element, so stock investment, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, currency, fraud, like options, futures, those are like a financial instrument, financial like a product. We need to pay extra attention this year since the fight is against this metal element like a financial market. So when you go to invest, you need to pay extra attention, make sure you don't get lost. And then when the fire on the property market, which is good. You know why? Because the property market is belong to the earth element, and fire will generate more earth element. So for the property market, although we have some ups and downs, we have some challenging, but in terms of the Feng Shui, like energy, 2026 is not a really bad for the financial, for the property market, especially for the Southern California. And we have a 12 zodiac, so we start from the wedge first. Wedge, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. We have a 12 zodiac. In 2026 is the year of the horse. So if let's say if your zodiac is a horse, that means if you're born in 1942, 1954, 1966, 1978, 1990, 2002, 2014, your zodiac is a horse, and this is your year. And this year you have like a different challenging, so it's not a really like a stable year to you. So you have a lot of ups and downs, lots of challenge. And other challenging zodiac is a wedge. So wedge, since wedge is against the horse, so if your zodiac is a wedge and horse, you need to pay extra attention this year. Any major investment, I will suggest you try to do that. You should stay low profile and then be more conservative. That will help. For other zodiac, let's say rooster, rabbit, and ox, they are also against the Tai Chi, so also not really good in this year. So horse, wedge, ox, rabbit, and rooster, these 5 zodiac need to pay extra attention. So let's say if you are those 5 zodiac, you need to be really, really careful for these 4 different periods. So for the first one is August 13 to September 10. This is a bad luck period for most of the people. I can say that 80% of us will feel different type of a bad luck in this period number 8, August 13 to September 10. It's not happened yet since we're in the February, so we still have a 6 months to go. So we can check, you can try, see for your luck, for your family, for your friends, for your relatives, see what's going on for them. But period number 8, we need to pay extra attention. We just want to do some statistics, see whether you and your friends have some bad luck at this period. So when you drive, we need to drive carefully, be safe at this period. Don't go traveling. Don't do anything important. Let's say you have a surgery you want to do. Don't schedule in those periods. You have a lawsuit you want to win. Don't schedule at those periods. And the period number B is also a challenging period from March 25th to April 15th. And then the period number C and number D is especially for wedge and horse. So don't schedule anything important at that period. Then that will definitely help. So for other zodiac, if let's say if your zodiac is a tiger, goat, and dog, I need to say congratulations to you, since you will have a good luck this year. People may be suffering, but for you, you are better than other people. So you need to be more aggressive, and then try to make some change. Try to focus more on your job, because this year is your year. You will have a better result than other people. So for the West, dragon, snake, monkey, and pig, you are also have a good luck this year. So this year is also not bad to you. So you can be plan for it, and then try to do something special. So that will be good for you. Okay, we know that 2026 is so much fire, so we can imagine like that. When the fire is starting, so we burn everything in ash. So after that, we need to rebuild everything. So in terms of the Feng Shui terminology, is we need to do everything to rebuild everything again. So definitely, this year is a year for you to make some change. Let's say if you just do the residential like a listing, maybe you can consider to do some commercial, or you are working as a buying agent. Maybe it's time for you to start to become like a listing agent. Just this year is a year for us to make some change, to make something different. Then you will have a better result this year. So if you want to invest in like a financial market or other business, so this four like a business is something you can pay more attention. Let's say you can invest in the gold. We know that the gold price just fluctuate a lot in this year. But don't worry, the gold price, if you can manage it well, you can still make a good profit to catch the wave. And then some rare earth element mining processing, definitely this is a really important industry. And then if you can invest in a good company, you will make a good profit. And then the other business is a healthcare business, pharmacy business. Since health is a huge concern to everybody, and then we treasure our health seriously. So this healthcare business will also have a good performance, so can focus on that. Okay, we know that 2026 is the fire is so strong. So definitely we need to be careful for the fire issue. And then any fire related color, purple, burgundy, red, pink, orange, bright yellow, they're fire related, because the fire element strong color. So this year we need to minimize it, since the fire is too strong. It's already strong with the Crimson Horse and Red Ghost Calamity. The annual definition is also fire. We're also in the number 9 in charge period is also fire. So the fire is too strong this year. So we need to make a balance to minimize it. So fire related color, we need to minimize. Don't dress so much. But let's say if you are those 5 so there, red horse, rooster, rabbit, and ox, you need to have at least one red jacket to bring you good luck. So this is because you are against the Tai Shui. So you need one red jacket to bring you good luck. That's it. Not too much red this color. Okay, and other color we need to minimize it, which is the wood element color, which is green. Since from this 5 element chart, you can see that the wood, which is represent the spring, will generate more fire, which is represent in summer. So wood will generate fire, and fire is already so strong. So we also need to minimize the wood element this year. So green color is also not a lucky color this year. But here, this is good. The water element color, blue, is perfect for 2026. Blue is like we have a yin yang concept. Blue is a more positive, we call it the yang, and then black is a yin. So we need to minimize the black and then have more blue color that will help. And gray is in between, but of course you can have some gray color that will help, but not too much. Okay, metal related color, let's say gold, silver, and white. Definitely they're also a lucky color this year. the last one, which is earth element. Earth element, from this chart, can see that fire will generate earth. So using the earth element, let's say brown, beige color, they can weaken the fire. So earth element is also a lucky color in 2026. You can use more this color. And for the Feng Shui setting, there's a one location we need to pay extra attention in 2026. And before that, we need to understand, hey, if we want to apply this Feng Shui concept, the normal way is we will stand in the middle of your home, and then we'll separate your home by 24 different sections. We call the 24 mountain. So this is like a basic Feng Shui setting, but more advanced, we will separate your home by this 120 different sections. So this is more professional. Then we'll base on your date of birth and your home, the situation, and do some Feng Shui setting to help you to have a good luck in your money fortune, in the relationship, in your business, in your kids' study, something like that. So this is more professional, but here, this is something simple. So we just use the yearly 9 flying star 1 to 9 to help you to Feng Shui your home. And this 9 flying star, you change every single year. So every single year, they will have in different location. And then the Tai Shui figurine is also changing. And for this map, we need to understand that this map is different from the normal map. Since this map is, we turn the map upside down. So the south is actually is on top, and then the north is at the bottom. Since why we do that? Since this is from China, and then this original Feng Shui, which is not for us to learn it, is for the king to manage, to govern his nation. So this is for king to use. So this is in the king's point of view. So we have that kind of style. So the south is on top, the north is at the bottom, and then the east is on the left hand side. So we call the left dragon. And then the west is on the right hand side, which is the white tiger. But the north is still the north. The south is still the south. We just turn the map upside down. And in 2026, we need to pay extra attention for this number 5. Since this number 5 yearly flying star is because the start of a disaster. So by this time, you know that this number 5 is the most bad luck, most inauspicious number. So go to the south this year. And the left-hand side is the original explanation for this number 5. But don't worry, it's in Chinese, but let me explain to you. It said that when this number 5, if it stay with the Tai Shui, which is this year, so you bring more like a damaging energy to your home. So we need to pay extra attention. Normally, we love south-facing property. You find some like an Asian buyer, Asian customer, especially those Chinese ones, definitely they will told you, hey, I want some south-facing. You know why? Because south-facing is good energy, especially when there's in the cold winter time. The cold wind is hitting from the north. So when we're facing south, so we're safe away from the cold wind. We're facing south. We will welcome more good ventilation, good sunlight to come in to our home. So definitely that will be benefit to our home. So if we live in the north part of the earth, we love south facing. But let's say if you move to Australia, New Zealand, so this is another story. But if we live in the north part of the earth, south facing is a really good location, really good like a direction. So traditionally we like it. And for this number 9 in charge period, south facing is the best in this whole 2020 year. But just for 2026, south is the most bad luck one, most challenging one. So this Feng Shui setting for the 2026 is totally different from before. When you do some Feng Shui setting before 2026, you need to redo it again. Since this year is totally different from previous year. Okay, let me explain to you more. So we can see that this number 5 is belong to the earth element. And by this chart, you can see that fire will generate earth. And this earth is like a bad luck, inauspicious earth energy. So it's located in the south. And south is belong to the fire. And this year, 2026, fire horse, the fire is strong. The annual definition is the sky fire, also fire. And then the number 9 in charge period is also fire. So fire is everywhere. Fire is so strong. And this bad luck number 5 earth element is located in the south. So it make it more damaging since strong fire will generate more bad luck earth element. So we need to pay extra attention for that one. But before we know something, we need to pay attention, which is, let's say, if your front door is located in the south, normally I will ask you to put like a red carpet, a door mat on your front door, and then we have two plants on the side, on the left and right. So this is the normal setting. But if you do that, this year you need to remove everything. Take the red carpet out, remove the plants. We don't want that one. You know why? Because the fire is already strong. And fire will generate more like a number 5, bad luck number 5. So we need to minimize it. So the plant is wood element will generate fire. So we need to remove the plants. The red carpet will strengthen the fire element. So we need to remove it. So for 2025, for 2026, the number 5, like a start of a disaster, we need to pay extra attention. So if, let's say, your front door is located in the south, we need to remove the wood element, and then we need to use more metal element to weaken this bad luck earth, number 5 earth element. And in terms of the metal, we have a yin and yang concept. Okay, let me explain to you. What's the yin and yang? For the yin, dark is belong to the yin. And then the moon is also belong to the yin. Cold is belong to the yin. Mountain, since the mountain is not moving, so it's not also belong to the yin. In Feng Shui, we focus on 2 really important concepts. One is the mountain, and then the other is the water. Mountain is related to our health, the population, the quality. So mountain is not moving. So in terms of the balancing, so we want the mountain to look alive, to look like it's moving. So we use the dragon to represent the mountain just because we want the mountain to look alive. But in terms of the yin-yang concept, mountain is belong to the yin, and female is belong to the yin. Opposite to that is the yang. Let's say light is belong to the yang, sun is belong to the yang, hot is belong to the yang, and then the water, since the water is moving, so it's also belong to the yang, and male is also belong to the yang. So we have this yin-yang concept, and here we can see that this number 5 is in this year is belong to the yang earth element. So we need to use the yin metal to weaken it. So this is a yin-yang concept. So the yin metal, which is something precise, something more valuable, let's say gold, silver, platinum, or some like a metal which is shining, then that is belong to the yin metal. The yang metal is something not shining, let's say brass, bulky one is belong to the yang, and then yin is a small size, necklace, ring, precise metal, gold, silver, platinum, that kind of metal. So for this number 5 on the south, we need to use this yin metal to weaken it. Okay, if let's say if your kitchen is located in the south, the kitchen normally will use fire to represent the kitchen, since the stove is located in the kitchen. So the fire is strong, and then you generate more earth element. This earth is a bad luck one, since this is number 5. So we also need to minimize it. And if your kitchen is looking like this, the water tap, and then the stove is facing each other. So this is like a bad luck Feng Shui setting. Normally we believe that if your kitchen is like this, you easily have some like a family issue, marriage issue. The reason is there's so much conflict, the fire and water, they're fighting each other. So we still remember in the before, we want to extinguish the fire, we use the water to extinguish it. So this is the traditional way we want to extinguish the fire. So the fire and water, they always fighting each other. So if your island, the water tape is like this, facing the stove, the fire and water, they're facing each other. So at that time, you need to use some wood element. Although wood element is not really good for the south, but if your kitchen like this, you need to use that. You know why? Because before the water and fire, they're fighting each other, but if you add a wood element in between, the water will generate the wood will generate the fire, it becomes more harmony, so that will help. But you need to use more yin element at the end to weaken the earth element. Since water will generate wood, wood will generate fire, fire will generate this number 5 in auspicious earth energy. So at the end, you need to use more metal, yin metal, to weaken this earth element. So that will definitely help. So let's say if your bathroom is located in the south, so bathroom is belong to the water element and located in the south, so the fire and then the water is also fighting each other. So it will help to cool down the fire and weaken the earth. So you need to use more yin metal to further neutralize it. That will help. If let's say if your bedroom is located in the south, so the best idea is, let's say, if you can move your bedroom to other location, that will help. You know why? Because the number 5 is the most bad luck number and it located in the south. So we need to be really, really careful, especially for the master bedroom. Traditionally, your master bedroom is the most important. You know why? Because we sleep like 8 hours a day. So 1/3 of our life we spend on the bed. So let's say if your bedroom, the Feng Shui energy is good, you don't need to do anything. Every single night, you just lay down to the bed, get some rest. Then in the morning, you wake up, you have a good Feng Shui energy helping you, charging you up. So this is good. But let's say if your master bedroom is located in the south, the most bad luck location this year, so every single night you're suffering, so that will be bad. But let's say if you can't change to other bedroom, then you also need to use more metal, the yin metal, to help and make sure that you don't put any plants in your master bedroom. Since wood element will generate fire, and fire will finally generate more like this earth element, so that will be bad. So no plants in the bedroom. If possible, change to other bedroom. That will be good. Okay, if let's say if your home office is located to the south, again, I will suggest you change to other location. Don't use that home office, since the south is really bad luck. We can neutralize it, we can help, but we can't convert it in a good luck one. So the best idea is change to other location. If you have no choice, again, you can use more yin element, minimize the wood. That will help, but that will help to minimize the bad luck. It's not going to bring you the good luck. So the best idea is change to other location. That will help. Okay, another area we need to pay extra attention, which is the northwest. Since the 5 is belong to the disaster, and then this number 2 is belong to the sickness. So this number 2 is hurting your health. And 2026 is located in the northwest. So if we want to neutralize it again, we need to use the yang metal. So yin and yang is different. This yang metal is something bulky, not shining. Brass is the most perfect one for the northwest, so that will help. So this is the 2 locations, south and northwest, is a bad luck one. And is there any good luck one? Okay, yes, of course. The southeast is the most lucky location this year. So I suggest you can change your bedroom to move to the southeast. That will help. Since right now we're at number 9 in charge period, so the number 9 is the most lucky one. And the southeast is belong to the wood element, so wood will generate fire, and this number 9 is fire. And this year the fire is so strong, so if you use southeast to be your home office, to be your master bedroom, you will have a better like a feng shui energy helping you. So let's say if you change it to your home office, I would suggest we also need to use this 4 ancient animal concept: left dragon, white tiger, fun phoenix, and bat support to build our home office. That will help. So we have this 4 different style chair, and this is like a illustration for the feng shui. Let's say for the chair number 8 here, you can see that the bar stool. If you sit here for a long time, I'm sure definitely you don't like it. You know why? Because you're sitting on the chair number 8, you feel like a bad ad, like a not really comfortable because there's no support at all for this chair number 8. So this chair number 8 is the bad luck chair since there's nothing over there. Okay, for the chair number B is better since you have a bad support. So you sit on chair number B, you can sit back and relax and get some rest. That will help. And for chair number C is better than chair number B. Since the chair number C, you have a back support, and also you have arms on the left and right, which is the left dragon and white tiger. So chair number C is better than A and B. And chair number D is better than of other. You know why? Because you have the back support. You also have the neck support. So it's more support at the back. So that would be good. And you have a left and right arms to help you to protect you. So chair number D is the best among them. So this is the 4 ancient animal concept in this chair. So for our office, we also want to do something like this. Okay, let's say if you have some like a new listing, this property A, you can talk to your customer like this. This property A is good in feng shui. You know why? Because for property A, it's 2-story. And for the neighbor, left and right, with a property B and C, they're also 1-story. Just like you're sitting on your office chair, and then the B and C is serving as your arms, left dragon and white tiger, protect you. So that one will bring you have a more like a welcoming, good feng shui energy for property A. So it's the same as your home office. Okay, let's say this is the Central Park of the New York. You know, the New York Central Park, they also use good feng shui energy to build it. Let's say if you choose this building to your home, to your office, you will have a good feng shui energy. You know why? Because on the left-hand side, you have some building, so can serving as your left dragon. And right-hand side, you also have some building serving as your white tiger, just like you're sitting on the chair. Left and right is the arms to protect you on the sideway, so that will be good. And then at the back, there's also some building at the back serving you as a back support. That would be good. And in the front, we call the fun phoenix, which is the central part, is a good like a window view for you. So that would be good. So if you choose that building, you have the central part as your main tong, helping you to gathering the good feng shui energy. And over there, the harbor is another good energy. And over there, at the far end is the ocean, also bring you more like a financial, like a water energy can helping you. So that one is really good in terms of the feng shui point of view. So for us, the most important is we need to have a back support, just like we have our chair with the back support like this. So for our building, our property, if at the back is a mountain, that will be good. But the mountain is something like this, green, fresh, with lots of a tree that will have not too much rock, not too bulky like this. For this property, although we have the mountain, but the mountain is too much, it's too bulky, too big. It gives us some unnecessary pressure, so definitely not a really good idea for home office. So we need to have a back support, but not like this. Okay, you can also hang some mountains picture at the back to serve you as a back support. So in terms of the mountain, we also have a 5-element concept. So the best element is earth element. So it's the middle one, the earth one. You can see that the mountain, the peak is a more flat one. So that one is the earth element. And earth will generate more metal. So that one is good for your money fortune. So you can hang this picture at the back to boost your overall like a financial luck. That will help. Okay, the next mountain which is good is a metal style. You can see that the peak is a little bit round shape. That kind of a style is also good in money luck, but it's not as good as the earth element. The earth is the best, the metal is second, but we just want to make sure that the mountain is not a fire element. The fire is the peak is a sharp one. That one is some hurting energy, so we need to avoid that one. Or for your backyard, you can also grow some tree to serving as a support to you. If you don't have a mountain at the back, you don't have nothing at the back, you can grow some tree. The cypress is a good idea. So in terms of if you want to feng shui your yard, feng shui your garden, so we have some landscape feng shui advice for you. For your front yard, we want you to grow something short like a grass or short bush that will help. And for the plants, it's all the way up. So at your backyard, at the edge of the backyard is the tallest tree at the back. So that will be good. That will serve you as a back support. So let's say if your home office is like this, then you need to be more careful since you're sitting there and then at the back is a window, so it's not a really good support to you. So that one is not a really good example for the back support. So let's say if you're sitting here, the stair is hitting your back, definitely is also not a really good support to you. And then at the back is a pathway, your family member, someone is walking behind you, definitely will give you some disturb. It's against your privacy, so not a really good idea. So if you're sitting like this, so that one is you're sitting in the corner side, you are facing the wall on the left and right is serving as an angle that gives you some unnecessary pressure. So that one definitely is also not a good setting. Okay, this is a chair from Hong Kong, and then for this chair is I took the picture before, and I know the manager, and then the manager told me that after they install the chair, their company, the sales is going up. You know why? Because all their customer, when they want to go to their company, they need to sit on the reception area, and then they need to sit on this chair first. So you can see that this chair, the back is like a gap, is chopping the customer. So that kind of chair is bad for the customer, will make the customer to spend unnecessary like a money, buy anything which is what they don't need. So it's bad for the customer, but it's good for the company. I'm not asking you to do that, and don't do that. But I just want to share with you, hey, for feng shui point of view, we sometimes when you go to Asia, you can see that people use feng shui to something, using something special purpose. Sometimes we're against your interest, so we need to pay extra attention. And from this chair, we know that the best support is so important. So don't buy any chair like this. Okay, like this gentleman, the home office like this is good. At least for his bed, it's like a solid wall, and over the bed, you can hang a picture, a mountain or other picture. That will definitely help. And then for the back, you can build like a bookshelf, which is your professional related bookshelf. So put all your professional related book at the back. Since knowledge is also a good support to you, you have a professional knowledge will help you to success in your career. You can also put a safe at the back. Since the safe is, you can store some valuable stuff in the safe. So put it at the back can also help you to boost your money fortune. This one is also a good idea. If let's say you have some thank you letter from your customer, let's say you help some people to purchase a dream home, and then your customer write you a thank you letter. So that thank you letter is really, really powerful. You know why? Because this is a proof that you did something excellent before, and then your customer recognize your achievement. So they write you a thank you letter to show their appreciation to you. So this thank you letter is really, really important. This is the evidence for your achievement. So you can hand it at the back, serve you as a good support. So this is achievement and a recognition. So this is good. Or you have other, let's say, certificate, license, you can also hand it at the back, or award, you can also hand it at the back. So you can see something like this. So your customer, when they step into your office, they see your picture, they see your best support with all those like a certificate, license, award, thank you letter. So this is a proof for your success. So hiring you as a realtor is a smart choice since you are professional and you are highly recognized by the community. So this is also can help you to win more trust by the customer. So this is also a good idea. Okay. You can also put your let's say your religion related to have your support. Let's say you have you believe in Jesus, you can use the Bible or some sentence from the Bible to serve you as the support. That will definitely help. If you believe in Buddha, you can also the Buddha related one. Just the support, you can use some your religion related one. And we know that Feng Shui is not something against your religion. No matter what is your religion is, Feng Shui will always work with you to bring you more lucky energy. So it's not against your religion, and will use your religion related to help you to become more successful. So that will definitely help. Okay, for the left dragon, so we can do something like this. Let's say if you choose the property A to be a home or office, then that would be good. You know why? Because on the left-hand side, you have a free building on the left-hand side, so serving you as a left dragon. But if you choose the property B on the left-hand side, you got nothing. Just like you're sitting on your chair, you have a good like you have arms on the right hand side, but not on the left hand side. So this is not a really balanced, so not a really good idea. So property A is better than B since property A have left dragon. And if your home office, your chair, your table like this, of course, it's also not a really good idea. You know why? Because on the left hand side is nothing. It's really empty, no protection on the left hand side. So if you sit here, your left-hand side is the kitchen or the doorway. So it's something energy disturbing you. Definitely is also not a good idea. So like this is good. For your left-hand side, left dragon, you use the table. This is an L-shaped table. So this is good to serve as your home office. At least your left dragon, you have a table. You can put your stuff on the left-hand side. That will help. Okay, for the white tiger, again, you choose this property A, you have a 1, 2, 3 white tiger protect you on the right hand side, that will help. But if you choose the property B, you got nothing on the right hand side. So it's not a really balanced situation. So definitely it's not a good idea. Okay, but let me clarify it. So that kind of a setting is for residential. So for commercial, it's totally different. You know why? Because for residential, we want the balance for all the energy, your health energy, financial energy, your relationship, your study, your kids' study, educational smart, all the energy. We want to keep a balanced situation. So this is for residential, but for commercial, we just want to focus more on the business side. So property B may be good for commercial since the customer can access to the building in the front and then on the sideway. So this is good for commercial, but for the residential, which is not a really good idea. For residential, we want to keep everything in a balanced situation, so that will help. So something like this. On the left-hand side is the table or the drawer. So you can use, it can serve as your left support. And then for the right-hand side is really empty. So you can access to your desk on the right-hand side. So that will match the Feng Shui 4 essence animal concept. You can also put your pet, let's say your dog, put it on the right-hand side, because your pet, your dog, can also become your white tiger helping you. So it's not just give you support, it give you some good energy to you too. So you can put your pet on the right-hand side helping you. Okay, the last one, which is the fun phoenix, the fun side. So definitely we don't want to do that. And don't do that. I saw some client, they try to help their kids to set up their home office or that bedroom to do something like this, forcing their kids to facing to the wall. You know why? If you read some like a kung fu movie, kung fu like a fiction before, you know that if the apprentice is doing something wrong, their master Sifu will ask them to facing to the wall and reveal what they do is wrong and correct it. So that one facing to the wall is we consider as a punishment. So don't punish yourself and don't punish your kids. So this is not a really good idea. You're facing the wall, you're facing unnecessary pressure. So it's not really good for your development, for your home office or for your kids. It's not really good for their education, since this is like will create some unnecessary stress to them. So the best idea is like this. You have some ocean view. So that would be good. And that ocean view is awesome. You know why? Because it's not just the harbor, it's the ocean. And then at the far end, you can see that there's some like a mountain surrounding the ocean, protect it, giving a good energy to protect the harbor. So that one can store a good energy over here. So it's tough to find something like this. Maybe you can find some like an ocean view, but not like this. But at least ocean view is better than other view. Or you can also build your home office like this. At least you have some window view, or you have the backyard, you have the garden view, then that will also help, because having some view, that will be good. But definitely we want to avoid seeing some sharp angle like this. This is like a hurting energy. So definitely we need to avoid that one. And in the front, you can also have some ocean view, or you can hang a picture of the beach with some ocean view to help you. So that will help. So at the back, we want some mountain view. At the front, we want some ocean view. And you can see that from this picture, we see the sun. So it provide more like a positive energy to you. And then the wave is keep coming to you, and water is related to money luck. So the money luck is keep going to your pocket. So that one is definitely will help you to accumulate more financial luck. Okay, you can also put your goals in front of you to remind you, hey, this year I need to achieve this, so it can guide you to your success. Okay, for your office table, make sure that you don't use the left-hand side one. So you need a table, but not a small one like this. You need to have enough size to put your stuff. The right-hand side, the boardroom table, so it's a table, but it's too much. It's too bulky, too big for you. We want to have like a regular office table, so that will help. Okay, so this table is not really good looking, but in terms of the Feng Shui point of view, this table, at least if you sit here, the left dragon and white tiger is surrounding you. So we use it as a Feng Shui concept. We want something to protect you. So this table is not really good looking, but it's in good Feng Shui energy, since there's a protection to you. But you can use the L-shaped one to help you. So you can do that. You can also put your family picture on your table in front of you on your left hand side, left dragon side. Since this is really good, sometimes better than coffee. So this is the energy come from. Let's say you're tired, you feel exhausted, but when you take a look for your kids, for your family, your energy come back. Since they are the reason for you to keep working hard to be more successful, since you have the responsibility to bring them a better future, a better life. So your hard working is wealth for your family. So that one can remind you to keep going. So that will be good. Or you can hand some like a lucky Morse code in front of you to bring you the lucky energy. That will definitely help. And don't do that. Don't put your pencil like this, because we don't want the sharp one is against you. So we want to turn the pencil upside down. Make sure that those sharp one is not threatening to your safety. Okay, if you sit like this, that will be a bad idea. You know why? Because the ceiling is too low. It's just like a beam on top of you, giving you unnecessary pressure. So definitely we want to avoid that one. Okay, so this one is a good idea. So for your home, if let's say your front door and then your garage is facing the same direction, then your home at least is better than others. I saw some people's home, their garage is facing the street, and then the front door is facing the other side. Maybe the left hand side or right hand side, just the front door and then the garage is not facing the same direction. So if your home like this, the energy for your home is not as good as something like this, since that one is more consistent for the Feng Shui energy. So if let's say if your home, the facing direction, the garage and front door is different, you need to do some Feng Shui setting to adjust it. Then that will help. And for your home office, the best idea is facing also the same direction, facing to the front door, facing to the garage. So your garage, your front door, your home office is all facing the same direction, the street. So that one is more consistent for the Feng Shui energy. So that one is good. So in terms of the home office, choosing a room or building the home office facing to the street, same as your garage door and front door, is a good idea. So for the West, for your home office, definitely we need to a door and then we need to lock it up. But more than one door is a bad idea. Since more than one door, the money luck will escape. So we need a door, but not too many. One is good enough. And since this is your home office, definitely we want to have some window view. We don't want to see something like this. Everything is a wall, so it's just like you are sitting in a prison. So don't do that. And I see some people when they go to rent like a co-working space, they rent some like inner space with no window view. So this is against a bad idea. We need to have some window view to see some outside picture, outside image that can broaden your vision. So that will help your business. Okay, so don't choose such a tiny room to be a home office because it's too small. We need to have enough size. And then for the basement, it's good for red wine, it's good for entertainment, but it's bad for home office. And it's bad for master bedroom. The reason is for the basement, we don't have enough sunlight, and then we don't have a good ventilation, and then the humidity may be too much, so not a good idea for home office and master bedroom. So a lock is so important. So make sure that your master bedroom, your home office with a lock to lock all those like an important document over there. So if your home office like this, you need to do some amendment, make some change. So we don't want the fire is at the bottom. So we don't want under the bottom is the kitchen, the stove is burning you downstairs. And for your upstairs, for upstairs, we don't want the bathroom is on top of you, and then we don't want this dirty water is against you. So this dirty water and fire, we want to remove it from your home office, so that will help. Because the dirty water will hurt your financial luck, and then the stove, the fire will hurt your health. So we want to avoid that. So for the southeast is the best for your home office. So that's why I suggest you we choose southeast as your home office to set up a home office over there. And over there you can also add some water element. Let's say put a fish tank, put like a water fountain, put some like a water related element that will help. Fish tank like this or water fountain. If let's say if you go to like install a water fountain in the southeast as your home office, then something you need to pay attention. So you see that the water fountain, there's some direction for the water flow. We need to make sure that the water flow is flowing to your desk or to your master bedroom, since we want the money luck is going to your pocket. If the water flow is going to the front door, the window, the bathroom, it means the money luck escape. So this is a bad idea. So we want to make sure that the flow is floating to your desk, to your home office. That will help. And we need to make sure that the water is running slowly, not too noisy. And then for water, we also want to keep the water in a good, clean, like a situation. And also, if the water is like evaporate, we want to add more water to make it flow smoothly. And if you use the tap water, so from time to time when you run the machine, there's some like a white powder, which is the mineral, like a remain. So you need to clean it up from time to time. So make sure that the white powder is not accumulate at the edge of the water fountain. So that will definitely help. And another lucky location, which is the middle of your home, since this is the number one going there, so you can also use this number at the middle to be a home office, to be your master bedroom. That will help, or anything important. The south is also a good location, but we need to do something to neutralize the vehicle links. But the number 6 is also a lucky location. Okay, for the rest, maybe I will leave it for the next time to share with you. And if you have any question, I'm here to help you out. So you can call me, you can contact me. So this is my information. And if you want, you can let me know. You can call me. So I will share my screen to you. Okay, any question?
All right. Thank you for another great presentation today. All right, Master Alex. So any questions for Master Alex while he's still here? Great Q&A opportunity. Arisa, I see you've been watching contently the whole time. Any questions for you? Okay. Oh, you're on mute. Okay, there you go.
Okay, I have a quick question. At
Yes.
the office, there's one person who has a mirror behind her desk. Is that good or bad?
Is a bad idea. And also, let's say your virtual picture like this, you have some waterfall at the back. Is also a not really good idea, because the water element supposed in the front, the water at the back. You can imagine like this. The water is on top of you, is like hurting your head, so you bring you some unnecessary stress.
I have a question.
Hello, hi. Good to see you.
Thank you. You too. So I have this listing that I'm kind of having a hard time selling, and it's a 1.2, so it's a higher price range, but it sits in a mountain, and there's a national forest is the backdrop. Basically, that's the property line, and I don't know why is it. Do we need to add a water element between the house and the mountain, or what can we do?
The mountain is at the back or in the front?
As far as the entrance, or
Yeah.
okay.
For your home, so you said your home is closing to a mountain?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the main entrance is on the side, basically.
Yeah.
It's on the west side.
Yeah.
But the entrance is on there's two entrances. The main is on south, and then another entrance on the north. But the mountain is to the west.
Mountain is at the west. So for the west, if there's a mountain over there, then you can add more like a metal element to on the west, because the metal will hurt the wood element, and it's good for this year. So this year we need more like a metal element. We want to minimize the wood element and then the fire element. So put more like a metal decoration on the west, so that will help.
And the house is a log cabin, so it's a lot of wood itself.
Yeah. So that's why we want to add more metal element to minimize the wood element. So that will definitely help.
We'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you. And I also put my information on the chat box. So anytime you want to call me, you want to ask my advice, I'm here to help you. And let's say in case if you have your client, they have some concern for the open house, you can call me. I'm here to help you to close the S-code. So for the Feng Shui issue, I'm here to help you to fix it and help you to close the S-code. We'll work with you. Thank you.
All right,
Any other
last
questions?
chance. Any other questions for Master Alex? I see Alexis. You turn your camera on. Will you be asking any questions?
No, I just wanted to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Let's see. Thank you, Master Alex. I just wanted clarity about, you were talking about if the oven faces the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
And it's not good. And I didn't quite get what element should be added there and what element should be avoided.
We need to add 2 plants next to the sink.
Okay.
To make the water tape is water to generate the wood, since the plants is on 2 sides, and then the wood element will generate the fire, so it make them become more harmonic.
Got it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this
You're welcome.
presentation.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, last chance. Any other questions? Okay, well, it looks like we're all done with the questions. So again, thank you, Master Alex, for joining us today.
Thank you.
This presentation is recorded and will be available on YouTube by Monday. So if you don't have any other questions, then thank you, everybody, for joining us today. And again, for Master Alex, and we will see you next time. All right, have a great day.
Thank you. Bye. Good luck. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank